Right now, more rain could be on the way for part of our viewing area. Gary Canalti has another alert day in the forecast for tonight.
The 5 Republican members of the state congressional delegation toured Fort McCoy this afternoon, where thousands of Afghan refugees are staying. Why they left with more questions than answers.
Also, will vaccinations be required for Madison School District employees? Superintendent Dr. Carlton Jenkins is weighing in. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. And thanks for staying with us, everyone. A second round of heavy showers and thunderstorms could be on the way tonight.
We have an alert day in the forecast as more storms are in the area. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out on the weather patio. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Mark. Well, we already have a severe thunderstorm warning for the far eastern portion of our viewing area. That is for the eastern portion of Dodge County. That warning in effect until 5:45. Now, we have an alert day in the forecast for the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms, mainly north of Madison tonight, with high winds, hail, and heavy rain, the main threats. There's that severe thunderstorm warning for the far eastern portions of Dodge County into Fond du Lac County. That storm moving away from us, but brings the potential for strong winds to 60 miles per hour, as well as 1-inch diameter hailstones. Now, right now, much of the rest of southern Wisconsin is rain-free, but out to the west, we're watching more storm development across parts of Minnesota and Iowa, and the Storm Prediction Center is monitoring southwestern Wisconsin and northeastern Iowa for a possible severe thunderstorm or tornado watch over the next couple of hours as storms continue to develop out to the west. There is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms north of Madison for tonight. Tomorrow, a marginal risk late tomorrow night for areas north and west of the Dells with a higher severe weather threat over northwestern Wisconsin. And some of these storms could bring heavy rain of 2 to 3 inches, especially over the far northern parts of our viewing area. Right now, it's sultry south of those storms. Here in Madison, 87, 90 right now in Janesville. It feels like 93 in Madison and 96 in Janesville as dew point temperatures are in the lower 70s. Look for the sultry weather to continue overnight with chances for showers and thunderstorms, especially north of Madison. Any of the storms could be strong to severe. And then tomorrow, just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm. Nothing to break the heat with a high of 91 and a heat index near 100. I'll take a look at when the best chances for storms will be in just a few minutes.
We still believe there are credible threats. In fact, I'd say specific credible threats.
Defense officials say they are prepared and expect more attack attempts in Kabul, one day after a suicide bombing killed more than 150 people, including 13 U.S. service members. The Pentagon now says there was only one suicide bomber in yesterday's attack. The group known as ISIS-K has claimed responsibility. President Biden says he will continue to evacuate refugees.
The mission there being performed is dangerous, and is now it's come with a significant loss of American personnel. But it's a worthy mission because they continue to evacuate folks out of that region, out of the airport. Evacuated more than 12,000 additional people out of the airport in the last 24 hours.
Pentagon officials say about 500 American citizens are still trying to evacuate. The roughly 5,000 U.S. troops on the ground are taking maximum force protection measures as they continue to evacuate thousands from Kabul airport.
And while U.S. forces are trying to get Afghan refugees out, new video shows white smoke and flashes as stun grenades are being launched inside Kabul's airport to keep people from crowding. According to the journalists on the scene, the Taliban control the main entrance of the airport, but refugees are not leaving. That journalist told CNN the Taliban has blocked off Abbey Gate, where the blast attack happened yesterday, in order to clean up the scene. They're not allowing anyone to enter. 5 Republican members of the state congressional delegation toured Fort McCoy this afternoon, where thousands of Afghan refugees are staying.
Our Jamie Perez was there when they briefed the press on what they learned.
They said they were glad they got to tour the facility to see the conditions that these refugees were staying in. They said there was really no concern on that front. Their concern lies in the fact that they left here with more questions than answers.
People are not coming in here on special immigrant visas. They may be in the process, but they're not coming in here on SIVs at this point. They are coming in as parolees.
This was the main concern addressed by lawmakers today after touring the Fort McCoy facility where 2,000 Afghan refugees are staying. Fort McCoy and U.S. defense officials continue to say the refugees staying here have been thoroughly vetted before landing in the United States. But Republican congressmen still have concerns as to how thorough that vetting process is.
We want to see those Afghans come here who have helped us when we were in Afghanistan for 20 years. But we have to make sure that the bad guys like ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and the Taliban do not embed people into the refugees and send them here to America.
And U.S. defense officials continue to say the refugees staying here have been thoroughly vetted before landing in the United States.
They go through a port of entry at Dulles, and that's where the second stage of vetting happens. And by the time they get here, they've already been granted a parolee status. So they are doing some vetting here.
But Republican congressmen still have concerns as to how thorough that vetting process is.
But our understanding is that nobody has come through the gates here at Fort McCoy that is an SIV holder.
Fort McCoy officials have said all the refugees are in the process of getting special immigrant visas. 2,000 are currently being held at Fort McCoy, and that number could increase by 1,000 by the end of the day.
We saw what makes our country so great. We saw our troops here providing comfort and aid to individuals who escaped from Afghanistan. I still have some very significant questions that I'll be following up with the Biden administration on regarding the vetting process of individuals who've exited Kabul, come through the lily pads, vetted through Dulles, and ultimately arriving here at Camp McCoy.
During a briefing, they were told the refugees would be here for 2 to 4 weeks before sending them off to another agency, but it's still unclear where they would go.
That was Jamie Perez reporting. Throughout the week, we've heard a political message about Afghan refugees from Wisconsin's Republican lawmakers take shape.
Even though incoming refugees are thoroughly vetted before landing in the U.S., a message is emerging that without proof questions that process. Our Naomi Coles has been tracking that and joins us now to break that down. Naomi?
I've been talking to veterans who are concerned by that message, many of whom have spent the last 10 days in a constant battle to rescue their former Afghan colleagues. One of them is a former congressional candidate himself. He's also an outspoken Republican. But as an Afghanistan veteran who worked alongside Afghan colleagues, he has pushback of his own as his own party begins to run a message that questions these vetting processes and promotes fear.
The people who were fleeing, who were holding on to an airplane and falling off of it to leave it, to me that doesn't exactly sound like they're leaving simply because they want to conduct terrorist activities here. They're fleeing for their life.
This message is echoed by other veterans I've spoken with throughout this week. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock and on Sunday on For the Record, why he's trying to convince other Republicans to take a more human and a more compassionate approach.
We will see you on For the Record. Thank you, Naomi. Military officials say Afghan refugees are being provided medical support while they're on base. They're going through disease screening, and they're getting vaccinations if they need them. And as for the refugees that are testing positive for COVID,
we are seeing so far to date, when I was at Fort McCoy on Wednesday, only 3 out of more than 1,300 had tested positive. When I went to Fort Bliss the same day, 1 out of more than 1,200 had tested positive for COVID.
the news coming out of Afghanistan continues to change quickly, so stay with News 3 now as we learn more. And ahead on the CBS Evening News, Norah O'Donnell will have live reports from both the White House and the Middle East as U.S. intelligence tracks the likely threat for more attacks.
An update now from a story earlier this week. The Dane County Medical Examiner has identified the woman killed in a fire on Madison's west side. Fire officials say they found the woman dead inside an apartment unit at Summit Hill Apartments on McKenna Boulevard when they responded to a fire alarm call Wednesday evening. Authorities say 63-year-old Mer Smith died from injuries she sustained in the fire. 27 other people couldn't stay in their homes. Officials are still investigating the fire and Smith's death.
A Sun Prairie man claims his 5-year-old daughter was lost by her elementary teacher Wednesday afternoon during after-school pickup. The father says his daughter was missing for 45 minutes from C.H. Bird Elementary School in Sun Prairie before finding her safe and unharmed. The alleged incident has kept the Sun Prairie family from sending her back to school. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll tell you why the family is cautious to send her back.
As we enter a new school year, excitement is being eclipsed by anxiety as the plans continue to change. Madison Metropolitan School District administrators held a virtual press conference today trying to clarify some of those plans. Anna Hansen reports.
Return to the classroom.
We want to do everything we can, first of all, to make sure that our children are safe, our staff safe, and that we're being responsible to our community.
But not necessarily to normal.
We take the science of this very serious.
Today, the Madison Metropolitan School District discussed their plans for the upcoming fall semester, fielding concerns about bus schedules, vaccines for staff members, and virtual learning. The current plan for the semester, which starts on Wednesday and Thursday, is to be in person. Masks are mandatory, but vaccines for teachers are not. The school board is discussing that issue on Monday. And today, District Superintendent Carlton Jenkins says he's in favor of changing that policy.
As superintendent, yes, I am recommending that we move forward with a mandate for vaccination.
A representative from the Madison Teachers Union says about 85% of their members agree.
We know the best path forward for our students, for our staff, and for our community is to take the highest level of safety serious, and that's what we've done.
But parents expressed frustration that these decisions were being made at the last minute. Jenkins says they're working with what they've got.
Some of these things are happening in real time, and we're trying to be nimble and respond to them. When you make one decision, you impact 20 things.
Overall, among feelings of anxiety, doctors and administrators alike remain hopeful for a successful fall.
What's more important is looking at the overall picture and having discussions with public health.
In Madison, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
District administrators will be part of that school board meeting on Monday. We'll be covering that meeting, and we'll bring you any recommendations or decisions on News 3 Now at 10.
U.S. intelligence agencies are still divided on the origins of the coronavirus, but believe China's leaders did not know about the virus before the start of the global pandemic. That's according to results released today of a review ordered by President Biden. An unclassified summary indicates 4 members of the U.S. intelligence community say with low confidence that the virus was initially transmitted from an animal to a human. A 5th intelligence agency believes with moderate confidence the first human infection was linked to a lab. But analysts do not believe the virus was developed as a bioweapon.
Another slight increase of Wisconsinites receiving their COVID vaccines, as 51.1% of the state's population has completed its vaccine series. And in Dane County, 69.1% of its population has been vaccinated. Well, Ida has grown into a hurricane and is headed toward the United States, where it's predicted to hit. That's ahead at 5.
How are local districts creating their health policies this school year to make sure that your kids and families stay COVID-free? We'll have that story coming up tonight at 6.
And a record-setting day on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials up 242 points. The NASDAQ up 183. The S&P 500 gaining 39, all record highs. We'll be right back.
It's time for back to school, so get to Rogan's today for styles your kids will love. Plus, save the receipt and the next pair is half price. Family Savings gets an A+ at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Impossible. Zero Sugar Chobani is here.
Zero Sugar Chobani has zero sugar?
Zero sugar.
Define zero.
And it's lactose-free. Naturally.
And 60 calories?
Impossibly delicious.
Impossible.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Nariva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance? Yes, please. Nariva, think bigger.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack is a patriot. Fresh, sweet, and full of freedom. New red, white, and blue pancakes. This month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
Don't wait. Furniture and Appliance Mart's 4-day Labor Day preview appliance deals are on now. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance deals. Plus no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
I kept my receipt from the last time I was at Rogan's to save even more in back to school for my kids. The shoes I'm getting today are half price. I get the best savings for my family at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Tonight at 6, it's another alert day. We'll have your updated forecast and what role the weather will play this weekend. Plus, another group of Republican lawmakers tour the refugee setup at Fort McCoy. Their message at 6.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Tropical storm Ida has strengthened into a hurricane. It could grow rapidly into a major hurricane, Category 3 hurricane, with top winds of 120 miles an hour when it nears the U.S. coast. The National Hurricane Center forecasts the system to pass through southeastern and central Gulf of Mexico tonight and into tomorrow. Parts of Louisiana, including New Orleans, extended to the Mississippi-Alabama border, are all under a hurricane watch. New Orleans mayor is calling for evacuations.
At this time, I will be, and I am calling for mandatory evacuation of all areas outside of our levee protection system.
The arrival of Ida comes as on Sunday it marks the 16-year anniversary since Hurricane Katrina slammed into the Gulf Coast. On August 29, 2005, Katrina made landfall near Grand Isle, Louisiana. The Category 3 storm caused severe flooding to a number of cities that included New Orleans, which suffered catastrophic damage when levees failed. Thousands of storm evacuees were forced to shelters inside the city's Louisiana Superdome. More than 1,800 fatalities were attributed to Katrina across the Gulf region. Financial damage from Katrina was estimated at $125 billion.
Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here. Gary?
Well, Susan, the severe thunderstorm warning for Dodge County has been canceled. The warning continues off to the east into parts of Washington County, where strong to severe thunderstorms are right around the West Bend area. But this is one cluster of storms that's moved through. You can see other clusters of storms mainly to the north of Madison, and everything kind of moving to the east-northeast. Now, farther out to the west, well, it looks like here the Storm Prediction Center has just issued a tornado watch, and that will cover part of our viewing area until 11 p.m. So I'll get the exact counties here, but literally that has just come out. So they were watching this area here, and now a tornado watch in effect for the western parts of our viewing area, and that's because we have the potential for some severe thunderstorms, slight risk of severe thunderstorms over much of Wisconsin, at least the central and eastern parts of the state. Large hail a possibility, and you can see the tornado threat highest across parts of southeastern Minnesota and the central portion of the state, but those storms in Iowa could bring the potential for an isolated tornado even into parts of southwestern Wisconsin. Now, the severe weather threat tomorrow shifts to the north. We could see a marginal risk for an isolated severe thunderstorm north and west of Portage or the Dells late tomorrow night. The higher severe weather threat is over parts of Minnesota, where an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms has been issued for tomorrow, and that's because they have the potential for some straight line winds of 70 to 75 miles per hour or greater in that hatched area. And you can see the highest wind and hail potential to our north and west, and again, also a tornado potential out toward the Twin Cities. Now, for Sunday, there's a marginal risk for an isolated severe thunderstorm, but by that time, most of the storms will be east of us, and that'll probably be in the morning and early afternoon hours. Also, the potential there for some heavy rain. The latest computer model forecasts show areas right around the Mississippi River, maybe some heavier downpours over the next maybe 24 hours or so because of that line of storms developing right now across parts of Iowa and Minnesota that'll be moving through tonight. But then we'll see a break as everything kind of lifts to the north during the day tomorrow. So again, that alert day in the forecast for strong to occasionally severe thunderstorms, high winds, hail, heavy rain, and even an isolated tornado can't be ruled out. On Weather Track, you can see these storms right in the vicinity of Wisconsin, very close to the jet stream. That divides much cooler air to the north to hot and humid weather that covers much of the area south of this warm front. So there's the dividing line. And again, any storms near the front, that's where you have the wind shear that's highest, where the winds north of the front are from the east, winds out of the south of the front. So that's where there could be a tornado threat. But as that shifts northward with time, that'll also take the severe weather threat farther to the north as we head through the weekend. North of the front, temperatures 60s and 70s. South of the front, temperatures are in the 90s. So a big temperature contrast. And along and south of that front, take a look at these dew point temperatures, mid to upper 70s in some areas. So the air just loaded with moisture right now. The dew point in Madison at 71 degrees. So again, tornado watch for the western parts of our viewing area until 11 p.m. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong to severe with high winds, hail, and heavy rainfall. Low dropping to 73. And then for tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 91. Just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm, but the heat index will be from about 94 to 99. On future track, you can see that round of thunderstorms coming through this evening into the early morning hours tomorrow. Then as that warm front lifts northward, notice those temperatures soaring into the lower 90s. Another chance for thunderstorms later tomorrow night into the day on Sunday, but notice the wind shift to the northwest. That'll bring in cooler and less humid weather as we head into Sunday. And again, those rainfall amounts in areas that get heavier thunderstorms could see a quick inch or two of rain or even more in some spots. Notice the break in the heat and humidity. Still a chance for a shower or thunderstorm Tuesday. And then as we head toward Labor Day weekend, temperatures very comfortable. Just some slight chances for showers as we head toward the latter part of the Labor Day weekend. As we check out first warn traffic, it's a typical Friday with the construction on the Beltline. Delays, some slowdowns in the westbound direction around Fish Hatchery Road, eastbound around John Nolan Drive. Travel times just slightly elevated across the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, right now, roads in pretty good shape. 25 minutes to Janesville on I-3990, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 18 minutes to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. At your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. We'll show you how you can support a popular local bar that shut down because of COVID concerns. That's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get ready to save. This weekend, the Ashley Home Store off the Beltline in Madison is hosting a massive warehouse liquidation sale. Save as much as 90% off store-wide. Shop clearance items, floor samples, special buys, and more. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
Don't you wish you could wave a magic wand and have whiter teeth? Well, you can, but it's not magic. It's power swabs. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and boom, whiter teeth and a better smile. And since you're not dealing with messy trays or awkward strips, you're less vulnerable to the harsh sensitivity they sometimes create.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The power swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
It's so simple and easy. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and I noticed that they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used power swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on and immediately you start seeing it working.
It only takes 5-minute applications to get a brighter, whiter smile with power swabs. You just snap, swab, and smile. Power swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and remove stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so powerful, it removes stains from coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my power swabs and eliminate the staining.
When I use the power swabs, I applied it directly to my front tooth where the coffee stain was.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not really seen anything work as effective and as easy as power swabs.
Whiten your teeth this Labor Day by ordering power swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Shop the big sale at Grand Appliance for exclusive savings of up to $1,000 on qualifying appliance packages from these top brands. Save on top of great sale offers like this Samsung front-load washer for just $728, or this LG 25 cubic foot French door refrigerator for just $14.98. Shop GrandAppliance.com or your local Grand showroom to save today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Friday through Monday, shop the massive warehouse liquidation sale at the Ashley Home Store off the Beltline. Save up to 90% off furniture, mattresses, and appliances while they last. Bring your truck and trailer because everything must go. Only at Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
As local restaurants and bars continue to struggle because of the pandemic, one popular local bar is holding a T-shirt fundraiser to make money for the business. La Tigre closed last year because of the pandemic. It reopened and then closed again earlier this month due to the mask mandate in Dane County. Paul Joseph, owner of La Tigre, says he chose to close because the bar is small and customers aren't able to social distance. So to help make up missed funds for the bar being closed, he decided to start selling T-shirts.
I posted that I had shirts for sale, but I had no way to sell online. And I knew immediately once I posted them, I was in trouble. I mean, the orders just flooded in.
T-shirts are $25 a piece. You can order them on La Tigre Lounge's Facebook page. And there are plans to sell hats, beer cozies, hoodies, and much more. La Tigre's Facebook page says they do plan on reopening once the mask mandate expires, which is on September 16th.
And there's a tiger on the T-shirt.
Yes, of course.
Well, you might be familiar with this summer's viral craze, the Milk Crate Challenge. People on social media stacking milk crates in a pyramid and trying to climb them like stairs. Well, now the dangerous challenge has been banned by the app that gave it life. TikTok deleted search results for the hashtag Milk Crate Challenge and said in a statement today the challenge was, quote, publicizing a dangerous activity. The challenge, like so many viral internet dares, began as a simple premise with often funny results. Doctors are also warning against the stunt, noting it comes at a time when emergency rooms and medical personnel are overwhelmed with COVID-19 patients. It's like the Tide detergent thing, right?
Right.
Final check your first warn forecast after the break.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full by February 2023. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Don't wait. Furniture and Appliance Mart's 4-day Labor Day preview appliance deals are on now. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance deals. Plus, no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
At Menards, we know how important it is to be comfortable in your home. Upgrade now with comfy interior furniture, and you'll get a free area rug. That's right, get a free 5x7 rug valued at $149.99 with the purchase of any upholstered living room furniture at $299 or more. Find the perfect furniture to fit any decor, from love seats to sofas, sectionals, and recliners. Menards has what you need to start relaxing now. Plus, get a free rug.
Save big money at Menards.
We're here at the local farmers market, where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
A lot of Medicare health plans have benefits that are specific to each county. So why would you call a national 1-800 number about your health insurance decisions? Your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better.
Don't get fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to Medicare options, keep it honest. Keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and they're free.
Whoever made this weird nugget gave up hope. But whoever made Arby's new 100% chicken breast nuggets really cares. A lot. The most. 2 for $6. Arby's. We have the meat.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack is a Patriot. Fresh, sweet, and full of freedom. New red, white, and blue pancakes. This month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Nariva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance? Yes, please. Nariva, think bigger.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full by February 2023. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Gary has one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, tornado watch now in effect until 11 p.m. for areas west of Dane County. You can see storms starting to develop from around La Crosse back into parts of northeastern Iowa. Right now, nothing imminent here. The severe thunderstorm warning for Dodge County has been canceled as the storm moves eastward through Washington County. But there is that tornado watch in effect until 11 p.m. So basically the western half of our viewing area. Temperatures right now, upper 80s to the lower 90s, but north of the thunderstorm area, temperatures are in the 70s. So that's the big contrast that'll fuel the storms. Dew point temperatures right now are in the 70s, so the air very tropical, and it feels like 93 in Madison, 96 in Janesville because of the heat index, 98 the heat index in Platteville. Thunderstorm chances overnight. Some of those could be strong to severe. The storms, just a slight chance during the day tomorrow. Nothing to really break the heat with a high of 91 and the heat index 94 to 99. Some thunderstorm chances on Sunday, and then a break in the heat and humidity for next week. Quiet weather for the Labor Day weekend.
All right, thank you, Gary. Mark, thanks for your help today.
You're welcome.
Eric will be back on Monday. Hope to see you back here at 6.